Good evening. Good evening. Hi. Hi, everybody. What's up, y'all? Welcome in. I'm not late. I promise. I'm not 9 minutes late. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good evening. Look, here's the deal. I was so for real last time when I said that it hit me like a sack of bricks when I realized I could have been playing Legacy of Kain instead of this if I just finished this game. So we're not hanging out in the graveyard today. We're just going straight into it. I'm getting the game done. We're finishing the game. I don't know if I will actually make it to the end, and I was thinking about it earlier. So we have Seath, we have the DLC, and then we have Gwyn. So I don't know if I quite beat it. It depends on if I just absolutely blast the DLC or not. But I figure it'd be like 2 streams of the worst. Like maybe we get up to like Madness, hopefully. It really depends on how the DLC goes. But I'm not gonna waste your time with yapping pre-game because I mean this is just a yapping game, to be honest. And I figured we just go into it. I did grind like 4-ish levels off stream last time just so that I could wear these stupid gloves without needing to fat roll. So I just like went to Painted World and killed the Phalanx like a few times and just got that done. But yeah, I hope your week's been going good. You know, speaking of grinding, by the way, I think we're all decently familiar with Mr. Phil, Mr. Darkside Phil. I saw a video come out pretty recently of a guy who basically he like hyper analyzed his Demon Souls run to mathematically prove that the guy cheated. So for context, if you didn't know, when he first played Demon Souls in like it must have been like 10 years ago, right? Around 20 or 30-ish videos in, he came back to the game after being like level 20 as like a level 97 character, like some ridiculously high level, and he's like, yeah, I just grinded off stream a little bit, and everyone's like, there's no fucking way that you actually grinded. You clearly duped the souls and like used some kind of exploit to there was like a very well-known and easy soul dupe exploit in the game. For context, like they're like, you clearly duped your souls. And he's like, no, I swear I didn't. And he's been holding on to this lie for like 10 years. And this guy like went through the entire playthrough with a fine-tooth comb and like calculated drop rates and soul gain and all this crazy shit and how long it would take to farm. It's like a 2-hour video to like mathematically prove that the guy cheated and used the dupe glitch. And like, okay, we all knew he did. Like, that was never really a secret. The funny thing though is that he just still insists on denying it to this day. I guess somebody showed him the video and like on stream he freaked out. He was super fucking mad because he's like, this dude swears I cheated, I didn't, I showed proof I didn't know how to do the glitch. And he's like still, it's so funny because he's played the game like 3 times at this rate, I think, in totality. So he absolutely, like, it wouldn't matter if he was just like, yeah, I cheated. Yeah, I cheated on a run 10 years ago. But he's just still, he's still holding on to it. So I just think about that now, every time I do any kind of like soul leveling, soul grinding, which I don't frequently do, but every once in a while, like, you know, this kind of happens with the whole like, hey, I'm missing breakpoints thing. Well, this is annoying. Excuse me. Dude, this fucking platform is evil. I just don't want to fight him up there. Sorry if I sound a little scratchy, my shit is very, very dry. But yeah, I have no idea how long the DLC is gonna take. Some people just can't admit they're in the wrong. I mean, yeah, and that's what makes it funny. Like, it's 100% one of those things where his reaction to what happened was funnier, for sure, than the reality of the events. I am totally calm and stressed, and to this day, this fucking invisible bridge does not freak me out, I swear. I want this item. It's like right here. It's so takeable. Oh, it's a soul of the hero. But yeah, I'm not sure how long the DLC is gonna take me. I mean, it's possible I blast through it like in one night, and if I do, like if I'm just ripping through the whole thing, maybe we just finish the game tonight. I don't know, maybe Artorias beats my ass and it ends up being an extra stream. Yeah, I think Artorias is gonna really be the holy shit that did so much damage. Oh. Excuse me. God damn! Dude, the clams are buff! Yeah, also, like off stream, when I've had some spare time, I've been playing a bit of Dark Souls 3 again. And it's been like almost just as long since I played DS3, and the whiplash of going between these two games is kind of crazy. It's wild how much like Bloodborne DNA is in that game. I should probably... Do I need to focus? Do I need to focus? I'm just gonna run up and hit him a few times. Alright, I need to break his crystal. Oopsies. I gotta turn off his axe. Oh, the clam's in here. I didn't think that would happen. Oh, but my fucking free hits. I'm just gonna run away from the clam. Never mind. Okay, clam's moonwalking. Clam is not moonwalking. Alright, we're good. It's funny, I don't remember, like, what this boss does in terms of patterns, and I don't know if I need to. I'm just gonna, like, kinda YOLO it. My stamina situation here is absolutely tragic, though. One more. Okay. I think we just race that out. Cool, well that was fast.
You should kill yourself now!
Nice try. A little too slow. Oh, oh no, I need the... Guys, I need to go die. Hold on. Oh man, I'm gonna lose these souls. Oh no. What, the clam gets me? You know, that is one way I could, we could make this take longer. How many channel points you got? How many you rocking? Oh, that's the wrong bump. Ah! God damn it. God damn it. My hubris. Oh shit, dude, there's a real chance I die. I'm gonna be a pussy, hold on. Before I lit it? Well, I mean, technically it worked out the same way. I still gotta run back. Yeah, I suppose hitting the bonfire first would have been cheating. Now imagine if I dark sign there instead. Bro, my souls. My souls. I'm not sure. Am I at the point where I need souls? I mean, I feel like it's just a nice to have thing now. I'm not gonna level any more HP, I don't think. I suppose I could, but probably not, right? But I should be a better sport about it. I should make sure, I should, like, mean what I say when I say immediately. As in, like, yeah, no doing anything else first, no tapping bonfires. Although, this is kind of fucking nerve-wracking. That's why I put the Ring of Sacrifice on, because, like, I don't trust myself. Oh, the gold guy stays dead? Cool. Why do you slide off this thing? That's so evil. Why would you do this, Miyazaki? You got 500. I did end up putting that cap. Sorry, I'm not kidding when I said this bridge stresses me out. I did end up putting the, like, 2 per stream cap on users, because that was just kind of the compromise. I mean, it was between that or increase it to 5,000, which, I mean, is an option. I'm just gonna kill these. After what happened last time and I almost got fucking hecked. Oh, there's another one hiding in the corner. You see him? He's all sneaky. Oh, I guess Ash Lake would be the thing I'm missing. I don't know. Do we need to see Ash Lake? Is anybody like particularly like super excited about Ash Lake? I'm not excited about Ash Lake. I'd planned to go, but I don't know. I feel like DS1 is starting to overstay its welcome a little bit. We've been here for a while now. No, if y'all agree. I'm in my whole 2 levels. Oh, yeah. I guess the other thing I could have done is, like, continue to upgrade my armor. Let me go, like, stay hi to Andre and, see what's good. I also have to go actually find the pendant, because I didn't find it. I do have a story for later, but I'm gonna save it a bit in the stream. I'm trying to, like, I don't know how people, maybe people just have more interesting lives than me, but I don't know how streamers don't, like, blow their load of shit to talk about in terms of, like, actual life events in the first, like, 10 minutes of every stream. Because I just had that effect, right? Like, you join a call with somebody and you're like, hey, guess what happened to me? That's, like, the first thing you usually say. The only thing I care about in the Dark Souls series is Quelaag for obvious reasons. I mean, that makes 2 of us. 2 reasons. What was I doing? Oh yeah, right. That was not part of the bid. I just actually forgot. Oh yeah, doesn't this armor use Twinkling Titanite? That's a little, it's a little lame. I mean, any amount is helpful, I suppose. I won't say no. Okay, I need to find this damn pendant, and I kind of don't remember where it is. I know it's in the Duke's archives, I just don't know where. So, maybe... It's called Broken Pendant. I thought it was dropped by that... dude. You haven't played any Soulsborne besides Bloodborne? Oh wait, so you don't, like, know the game? Shit. Maybe I should have been showing things more. Oops. I don't know, I kind of just like fell into this like this mental trap of like, dude, who hasn't played Dark Souls? It's like everyone's played Dark Souls at some point. So here's the question, do I look up where it is or do I just look around? Because I could just look around, but then that kind of like is the antithesis of going fast. But then again, if I don't know where it is, like, it's kind of... I could have swore it was near the start. Unless... Oh, dude, I don't have any Lloyds. Shit. Also, screw you. Oh my god, alright, you know what, forget it. Forget it, man. I doubt the Mimic has it. Like, I really doubt the Mimic has it. But what if he does? Do you have it, man? I don't want to hurt you, dude, but I don't have any Lloyds. Hold on, let me try this chest. This one's not a Mimic. No. Although that is useful. By the way you know this is a Mimic, the chain. The straight chain means it's a Mimic. Also, if you look really closely, it's breathing. And you can see the tongue inside of it. You know what? All right, listen. Normally, because I've been told now that I there are people here who haven't seen the game, I feel like I need to show at least one mimic. I don't like doing this. Look away if you don't like seeing mimic violence. There he is in all his glory and his karate moves. He's also stuck on the books. Ow. I'm sorry, buddy. That is not the that's not the pendant. I just slaughtered an innocent mimic for nothing. Hey, wait a minute. Okay, I do alright. So I ended up having to abandon the whole dark hand for a shield thing because it's just like the worst shield ever. It doesn't fucking block anything. I put it in my D&D world that if you sing, you don't be a mimic. If you sing the don't be a mimic song, you'll lull any mimic in the area to sleep. Nice. And then you can safely loot the chests without them biting you. Okay, I could think of like one other place where this would be. Well, okay, let me go get the so there actually is a Firekeeper soul we could get that will upgrade our flask to heal more. So let me go get that one. Well, that's not annoying. Let me go get that one real quick, because it's actually, we have to backtrack and use that key we just looted. And hopefully I just, like, happen to stumble across the pendant on the way there or something. I really don't know. You know, recently I started using neti pots again, which, if you're not familiar, it's like the water flush thing for your nose. There was a time when I was doing it like really regularly and I stopped for a while. And because I just didn't need to, and like here my allergies have been a lot worse, I guess. At least I think that's the problem. And it's kind of weird because they never seem to work the first time you use them, but I've noticed if you do them daily, after a few days the effects just start to seem to kind of accumulate. That's how that sentence works. And oh my god, I can almost breathe out of both sides of my nose. Almost. Keyword almost. More like I can breathe out of one side. Which, usually I can breathe out of no sides. It's really bad. Excuse me. It is really funny to me though the overall difference in enemy aggression in this game compared to 3. Because 3 feels a lot like this game, but the game is just simply harder. There's just a lot more stuff going on. And it's funny how comparatively the stuff that seemed to be difficult in this game feels almost trivial. Like Ornstein and Smo was a like really like infamous-ish boss when this game was new. Like they were known for being hard. It was like a big deal. And y'all saw when I fought it this time around, I could kind of just like stand next to Ornstein and not really have to worry about anything. Like he'd swing like once every like few seconds and their attacks were generally very lazy and didn't track super well. I didn't have to like put a whole lot of effort into avoiding getting hit. And I do wonder like, do y'all think these games just got harder over time or... I mean, it has to be that, right? I mean, like, clearly, I guess we're just conditioned now from harder stuff these days. And it's not just Souls that's, like, kind of been on the difficulty trend, I feel. I just feel like there was a period of time in, like, the early mid-2000s where most games were just very easy. Like, we kind of moved, for a second, that was a grab. We kind of moved away from the whole, like, we're gonna make the game intentionally difficult for game rentals thing that I know was mentioned before. And it's like we overcorrected. We went too far the other way into making things, like, too easy, I suppose. And then we're just left with this kind of, like... I don't know, it feels like we've been correcting course a little bit. you could argue also just the role of games or like video games in general has just changed in like people's hobby spaces, right? Went from impossibly hard to easy to mildly hard. Yeah, exactly. Because we started with like, you know, it started as like, oh, hey, we gotta get quarters out of people in arcades type of thing. And it moved to like this, you know, I guess it was like a recreation thing that was more targeted towards children. To like now we want stuff to be more like fulfilling. You want the challenge to feel properly rewarding. It was kind of the thing that gravitated me and a lot of people towards these games early, which is that like I never thought this game, like I thought this game was hard, right? But I didn't play it like specifically because it was hard. I played it because the difficulty made the game satisfying, like it made you work for things. But I mean, as you can see, like it's really not that difficult now. And I think there's a kind of a tipping point to like things getting too hard. Like there are definitely sections in Elden Ring that I'm like, okay, this is just like you trying to make the game painful, but not necessarily fun. Okay, where pendant? See, again, I could have swore it was near the entrance to this dungeon. I guess I could try backtracking. Let's see. I don't know why I'm killing these. I think I just autopiloted and I saw things that needed to be killed and I was like, it's time. Alright. I do think I'm gonna need to probably start. You see, it's funny, I said I was really excited about Soul Reaver, and I am. Did anybody rate my message? I don't know how to read this. I think this means one person rated it up. I think. Okay. I am excited for Soul Reaver, but like, there is also a part of me of like, I have to think more about what kind of games I think are good content games to stream. I think Cult of the Lamb ended up being good content because it gave me enough like systems to figure out and things to puzzle and sort of solve, right? Like, a game like that or like Slay the Spire where I can kind of think aloud I think is more suited. The problem, or rather the struggle I have with a game that might be more story oriented is I'm not sure how I can keep it interesting because I don't think people are going to want to like sit there and listen to me just like ooh and ah at a game story when like the rest of y'all could do that yourselves. Like I'm not bringing much to the table in that context. What in the fuck? Did I get hit by the arrow? Or this whole arrow? You know, I thought I would not have to worry about not having Estus for this part, but perhaps I am incorrect. That guy can hit. He can see me? Hold on. One moment. I don't have very many humanity. Alright, well. Then again, I think there's a lot of puzzles in Legacy of Kain, so maybe it won't be an issue. Can we go any further down from here? We can. Is that the bonfire? That is the bonfire. Okay, how do I get to the first half of this dungeon? I might just need to come in through the front door. Bro. So rude. Alright, let me just go into the front door and see if that's any better. I guess I didn't kill Gwendolyn either. I think to think about. You know, it's entirely possible that we are unavoidably. There's no seat soul. I guess not. I guess it's just the bequeathed soul shard. Dude, this armor has abs. I just noticed that. Dude, sweet. Sick. What's my AR? My AR is 44. That's decent, I think, for this game. I don't know how different it is. That's lowish for like Elden Ring, but I think Elden Ring just has very different scaling. Should I see what's in that chest? It's not the item I'm looking for, but I'm just kind of curious now. I tripped. I tripped and I fell. God damn it, man. I'm not hurting another mimic. I'm sorry. One was already too much. One was too much. But I also like don't necessarily want to like put the games I stream into a box, so to speak, or a bubble. I want to just be like only doing roguelikes or just like only doing Souls-likes or whatever, because that just is too limiting, obviously. It's just tough because I don't know how to make a story-based game stream interesting. I mean, maybe if I like bring somebody along with me, maybe. But often I feel like then that dynamic just kind of leads more to like me negging the game than like necessarily appreciating it, which is not, it's not great. It's not great to like always be doing that. Like if it's funny, sure, but you know. I guess I haven't considered how I would do something like Blood Omen either. Who knows? Perhaps I would change my mind. I mean, my plan is to finish this and then maybe take a short break from long projects. I'll do like a week or so of just like, hey, let me just do some one-off stuff and kind of play around with different games and kind of just see how we feel. But Soul Reaver's looking high. Yeah, it's hard finding your niche, yeah. I don't necessarily know if I'm looking for a niche. I'm just looking for what's good content right now. Like what right now currently is something that I can look at and be like, yeah, that was a good stream. Right. Because even in my current, you know, disembodied infancy, I have certain streams that I just feel better about than others. Some streams I walk away being like, yeah, that shit sucked, and other ones I'm like, that was a good, like it was a good stream. And a lot of it just depends on, I feel like, how well I was able to kind of resonate with what's going on, and a lot of that has to do with the game currently. Like I was pretty happy with a lot of the Cold streams because Cold just gave me a lot to think about and do. And it's a shame I didn't have my archiving up for that whole game because I missed a lot of good things. But I mean, at least like that's taken care of now. It's really not you. I could have sworn it was you. You feel this hard? Yeah. Okay, I have this like sneaking suspicion that they just straight up moved it out of the Duke's archives. I'm gonna just... You know what it is? This might be like a DLC version, like a Prepare to Die edition difference. Dark Souls. Wait. Oh, you want to know why? Because I haven't rescued Dusk yet. That is a so okay. I was half correct. He does drop the pendant. He doesn't drop it yet though. I have to do something else first. So that's kind of funny. Wow, that was a waste. Don't mind me. It's fine, I got a few of those. How am I gonna fight the Hydra? Nah, I mean, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Alright, behold childhood nightmares beyond my comprehension. Momentarily. I hate this fucking thing. There's a reason I've been avoiding doing the Hydra until this late. It's not like a difficulty thing. It just scares the fucking shit out of me. I was quite young when I played this for the first time, y'all. I don't know exactly how young, but young enough. Young enough. It's weird that Golem even spawns there before. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just gonna go kill myself. Thanks. I'm just gonna. I was 2 seconds away from just redeeming it myself. I'm like, you know what? This one's on the house. I think I mentioned my, like, pseudo-thalassophobia before, or rather my, like, not necessarily thalassophobia, but, like, fear of shit in water. And, yeah. Yeah. I forgot it shoots you. Maybe I should have gone the other way. Maybe it doesn't matter. Oh, that's not mushroom. You were a sophomore in high school when this was released? I don't want to know. I don't know how young I was when this came out. When did this game come out, exactly? Like the original, not like Prepare to Die edition. 2011? Okay, yeah, young enough. That's pretty young. Is 2011 really the release of this? When was Demon Souls? Demon Souls was... Oh, hi. This thing is a lot easier to fight when you do this much damage. Usually you don't cut the heads in one hit, but... I mean, you guys have seen the fucking insanity that is this weapon. 09. Demon Souls is 09. Okay. I'm doing math in my head right now. There we are. Now I believe... I don't feel like equipping the stupid iron ring for this, just because it's gonna make me fat roll anyway. Huh? This is the cave? This is the cave, right? Yeah, it's the cave, I think. Alright, so now we need to reload the game, so we can just do this. Hello. Hello.
It is thou who rescuest me. Most gracious, I am deeply obliged. I am Dusk of Ulasil. I cometh from an age long before that.
Yeah, my noise suppression is working overtime. There are things happening outside.
Before I disappear, allow me to ask one thing. My home, Ulasil, is the home of ancient sorceries. My hope is to pass this profound knowledge to thee, with thine approval. Would this be of assistance to thee?
Yes, I believe it would.
Thanks. I am
I'm not buying shit.
Thou art in need. Pray summon me from my signature. It seems that my time is done.
Oh no, we gotta go back. We have to go back. Alright, you know what? Hold on. I do need to. This water's annoying. But for some reason, I thought this cave, because the other side of the lake... Yeah, I'm all, like, turned around here. Oh well, doesn't matter. I don't know if we can see her summon sign unless we reload again. I'm guessing no. Oh no, we can. You can see the ghost of this dude fighting the Hydra.
I shall.
The most important thing. Okay, I don't think we need to buy anything from her, I just want to check.
For a very long time, I was trapped within the crystal golem. From my home I was taken, and banished to a plane of distortion. It was there that thou came to my rescue, long after I had relinquished all hope. So gleeful was I. My faith reneweth.
That's it?
The sorceries of Ulasil differ from the magic of thine age. It is difficult to explain. Ulasil's sorceries are, what doth one say? They're somewhat of an approximation. Thine sorceries are more straightforward, negating all but thyself. Dost thou not find some fascination in these discrepancies? The sorcery...
Weird. I thought she would give us a hint about what we're supposed to do next, but I guess not. Anyway, now, meow. We gotta go back to the library again and go kill that golem again. Oh, look at me being efficient. I'm just like that. I'm just built different. That totally wasn't an accident. Interesting quirk that, how the fuck did I do that? Oh yeah, because I rested at this bonfire to warp, but warping to another bonfire doesn't count as resting. They changed that in later games, I believe. I don't remember which one. Man, this set never looked this good in any of the later games. What is up with that? What? How'd that get so messed? Holy ow. Getting headshot, dude. Yeah, I just can't aim. Oh, this could be really bad in a second. Freaking Chandler, man. Okay. Now we have the bandit. And now it's DLC time. I suppose alternatively, I'm missing Gwendolyn. Is it just Gwendolyn? Am I missing any other bosses? I'm trying to think. Like, aside from Gwen, obviously, but he is the final boss. Yeah. Right? Yeah, just Gwendolyn. I don't know. I'll probably do him after. Anything else we want to do? Guess I'll just repair my stuff and be on my merry way. I guess to bring it back to the topic from earlier, it's less that I'm necessarily looking for a niche because I don't really intend to have much of a niche, aside from just stuff I like, and I guess stuff I like naturally has a niche, because of just who I am and my interests. But I'm just more concerned right now with what's good TV, you know? Like, there's just sort of certain concessions I gotta make starting out. Like, I think I just need to make more of an effort to do things that are going to actually produce stuff that's fun to watch regardless of, like, my size, you know what I mean? So that's really like what informs a lot of my decision making currently about stuff to stream. Like, the only reason I decided to stream this game is I have enough to say, right? Like, this was intended to be like, hey, you know, this is something for us to just hang out and it's chill. I finally, anyway, to like hang out and play and it's chill, right? But there's enough things for me to say about this game that, like, if there's something to talk about, I can still kind of have things to share, right? Normally with a game like this, I wouldn't choose it for a stream because I want something that's going to keep me thinking and keep me having stuff to kind of talk about, and normally that would be a game that I would be learning things about, like stuff that I don't necessarily know or I'm like not as comfortable with, hence like why Cult of the Lamb, right? And sure, I could easily pull another roguelike off the pile. Generally, most of the stuff I pick is going to be stuff that I haven't played before for that reason, because I want to kind of like, the mentality behind the cult streams is like, hey, I do this thing when I play games like this, like where I'm figuring out the game and I'm puzzling out the mechanics and stuff. That is something that I could make into, like, that's content, right? I just like hearing my thoughts on streaming in the show. I'm in that same space of figuring out what works and what doesn't. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, right, like, I don't like making comments like this because it shouldn't matter, and it doesn't matter. Because it doesn't matter. The truth is, like, I think a lot of people when they start out complain about, oh, I like don't have enough people in my chat so I can't do certain things, and they think that puts them behind. But the truth is, if you really look, or at least if I look, and a lot of the people I look up to, right, the number of times they're actually saying things that are like dependent on input from people in the chat is like maybe 10%. Like, they'll read something and they'll run with it, but most of the work is just like coming from that person's brain, right? Hence why I think it just doesn't really matter. But I still want things that are going to kind of like give me stuff to initiate on, and also like there's balancing my own fun, right, too. Believe me, there is no worse feeling than like doing a stream and getting bored with what I'm doing partway through. That fucking sucks. Because then I'm like, oh no, dude, the vibe is off. Brother, the vibes are atrocious. Do I kindle this? Probably not. Right? Can I warp from here? Probably not. I'll have to go take the portal again. I can sure tell you that people are not coming to me for certain things. Yeah, I mean, look, in terms of what I think, like, people would come to me for, or what I'm offering is just, like, I just want, like, just a space to hang out with, you know? Like, that's really it. If you like the vibe and you like being here, that's really all I can offer. But, that's fine. Alright. This is going to be a bit of a chin check for me. I appreciate that. The goal is to keep it real. Is this all I have? Really?
That's all I fucking have, gamer.
If anything, like, I just kind of want to... I want to reciprocate on what the people who inspired me kind of provided for me when I was, like, in darker places of my life, right? I probably shouldn't walk onto this guy. Holy shit! We might be beating the game tonight. We might. Lamau. That boss is really fucking hard, by the way. I so I don't know. Idiot. Rip. I was like, man, this might be where the game spikes in difficulty. Nah, this weapon's fucking broken. This shit is busted. For me, that was the community aspect. That's why I go so hard on that shit. Yeah, I get you. I get you. I think, like, for me, like, a lot of my inspirations kind of are people who inspire me to get my shit together, right? And not, like, lose to depression. Like, if I see someone who embodies traits of a life that I would rather have, it motivates me to work on my own shit and to try to, like, be a better person. Sight is the best fantasy weapon.
Thy scent is very human indeed, but not intolerable. Ah, Princess Dusk's savior. Thine aura is precisely as she described.
I am really curious about what kind of damage we're gonna do to our toys. I should get more resin though.
But Princess Dusk is here no longer. Snatched
Somebody
away
sells
by
resin.
horrifying primeval human.
I think the Moss Merchant sells fire resin.
Couldst thou once
Fire resin's good here actually because most of the stuff is dark type, which I say that like I say that like that matters. Like every enemy with dark affinity is weak to fire, but generally it is.
Princess Dusk, I shall assist thee to my utmost, for I am one with the sorceries of Urasil.
Oh, wait. You just sell this in... Oh, never mind. So, okay, when I looked this up, like, a long time ago, I thought the gold resin was only, like, a limited amount? But no, she just sells infinite. I am going to actually save my souls, though, and go buy fire resin instead, because I just, like, have a feeling it's going to be more effective. I don't know if that's correct, but, whatever. That fucking boss died in like 4 hits. Like, what the hell is this shit, man? Oh my lord. It's a shame this is the only, it's a shame this is the only game that sides are good in. But holy are they good. Oh my god, this thing. Has anyone here actually played Elden Ring? Just out of curiosity. Priest's comment earlier about Soulsborne games got me thinking. I promise I won't waste too much time, by the way. We're just gonna pop here and dump my souls on some Firepine resin and we'll rock back and, I mean, dude, if the other fights go like that, we're definitely beating the game this stream. Holy shit. But I don't know, man, this is hard. Like, that boss is hard, but the next 2 bosses are harder. So, oh, I gotta fight fucking Calamine too. Yeah, Calamine is... Maybe we, like, go up to Manus and then we do Calamine and Gwendolyn, like, on a later stream or something, maybe? I don't know. I don't want to go mega late because I have a collab early tomorrow. Early for me and my nocturnal habits. You want to at some point, you want to play Sekiro, then Code Vein. Wait, have you not played Code Vein? Code Vein's fun. Ooh, I could stream Code Vein. I could. That might be nice to do like Code Vein and then just go into 2 blind after, because I haven't played 2 yet. So I could do 1 as like a warm-up. Code Vein's fun. Code Vein is very flawed, but very fun. It is like my... I'm not making that joke. No. I mean, I could, but I won't. It'd be so crazy if I made that joke for real. It'd be so crazy if I said that Code Vein is my son with Down syndrome, but I'll love him anyway. It'd be so crazy if I said that, but I won't. Code Vein was a really interesting experience because I got into it at the same time with a bunch of other friends when it was new. And like we just kind of all went through, like we got to all like have this experience of going through the game at the same time, and we were all like really excited about it, and the hype about it was like super palpable, and the game like delivered. It was really fun. Like, yeah, when I look at the game, is it kind of janky and it's like very obviously Unity and like rough around the edges, and it has like certain issues, particularly with like balance? Yes, but like it's a fun game and it feels good to play, so like really that just ticks the boxes. One-shotting those guys is like a big deal, by the way, these little like gardener dudes, because they will absolutely go ham in the dollar store on my ass. So that's a good sign. Normally this part of the forest is pretty deadly. I got gravelorded apparently. It's so surreal to see this game have active online. I've been playing, so my DS3 playthrough is modded. Oh! My bad. My DS3 playthrough is modded, so I don't get to like play online. So it's weird to like boot this and see people like doing online stuff. I played Code Vein up to the first boss, then got distracted with DMC5. Okay, DMC5 is so fucking good though. A fun story about DMC5. I tried that as my first game, like on a whim, off my friend's Steam library, and I loved it so much I immediately played the entire franchise, the whole series. And that was some of the. That was great. Like, I'm not usually the kind of guy with the attention span to do that, but it was a fucking awesome experience. It kind of like put me on the trend of doing that kind of stuff. Like, it was the first time I had done something like that. I think. There's just enough, like, there's just few enough games that it's like it's a beefy enough task, but there's not too many. Oh my god. See, the main reason I'm worried about Manus is, the damage I take in this place is, like, really freaking high. Do I want to loot all this? I will. I don't think we're beating the whole game tonight, so I might as well just, like, get my items, pick the area clean. If I wanted to beat the whole game, I would want to, like, I would end up, like, rushing certain things, like skipping optional bosses, and I don't want to skip any bosses. Do you always pull it up? Woo! Shall Never Surrender was my— oh, played 4 as my first game, then went back and played the series. Shall Never Surrender was my jam, played it on repeat. Oh. My favorite? Oh, what's my favorite song? I really like Divine Hate. I think I really like Divine Hate from 3, but Shall Never Surrender's up there too. Okay, yo, spicy take time. I don't think 5 soundtrack is like, it's good, but I don't think it's as good as 4 and 3's. I think while 5 has a good soundtrack, it is a very not DMC soundtrack. I think DMC to me is like synonymous with like industrial. I think industrial, like the industrial metal style is like was so like iconic to DMC's like theme. And while 5's got great music, it deviates very hard from that style. And to me, it's just like not as DMC. It's good, but like shit like Shall Never Surrender and like Devils Never Cry and Divine Hate, like those songs, like that just is like, that shit is oozing the vibe of DMC so much more. I need to figure out what attack it is where he does the eruption move. So if you can't tell, by the way, we're actually in the same forest that Sif was in, but we're in the past, and you'll see that a bit more clearer in a minute. Some of these enemies, like these stone guardians, are kind of like the guys with the big stone swords from by where Pink Lane Butterfly was. The prayer in the middle of the song is what seals it for me, but Pull My Devil Trigger is bottom tier of magnitude. Yeah, I agree. Like, I say it because everybody like sucks off Bury the Light. But like, I got beef with DMC's soundtrack a little bit because they also like, they bunged up the Suicide Silence feature with Subhuman. I don't know, like, I have conflicting themes about, or I have conflicting thoughts about all that. Like, I think the best version of that song would have been if we got both. But also, like, as cool as that song is, it's not Dante's theme. Like, Dante is not a fucking, like, I don't think giving Dante a deathcore song is like his vibe. He needs industrial, man. Like, it's industrial. Bury the Light's good, but it's also like, I don't know. I still like Bury the Light, but the internet is trying really hard to get me to hate Bury the Light. If you know what I'm saying. They're trying. They haven't succeeded, but they're trying. Did we get DMC6 confirmed yet? Is that a thing? Is that happening? Hey Calamy, what's good? One of the fucking coolest dragon designs of like any game. You know, Dragon's Dogma might be an interesting game to show too. That's another like really, really underrated gem. With like really good gameplay. And I put it on my top 10 favorite games of all time list that I did with some of my friends recently. Hi, I'm just gonna run away from you. Speaking of DMC, it's the Scissor Man. Are you just gonna follow me? Let me just kill you so we can appreciate the scenery really quick. My brother in Christ. Not yet, only Persona 6. Persona 6 is gonna be interesting though. That's gonna be really interesting. Persona 5 was such a fucking shockwave of like culture. Like everybody played that game and it like changed like it changed so much about like internet culture and like games people knew. The chasm of the abyss. So, quick like lore snippet. We were here like in the past, where there used to be a kingdom. Very eloquent, Bones. Excellent job. Let me just take a sip of my. Hold on, no, let me not take a sip of my water. In terms of what's going on here, y'all remember? When we killed that dog, we got a ring and it let us go down in the abyss and face the Four Kings. Well, that ring belonged to a knight who had that dog. His name was Artorias, and we're back in the past when he was trying to basically battle back the abyss from taking this town, Ulasil, which is where the forest currently is now in the present. There, that's what I was trying to say. Save thy work, quench thy thirst. Is that a fucking vagrant? Oh shit, hold on. I don't know how rare that kind of vagrant is. Are they all rare? How do I get to you? What, is he gone? No way! Wait, is that a fake? What the fuck was that? Are you serious? Wait, did they troll? Whoa, wait. Did they put a fucking fake vagrant there? Was that actually a vagrant? Dude, okay, so there's this mechanic in this game, right? Where if somebody dies with like a ton of souls, like a million souls or something, like they lose a million soul bloodstain, this creature called a vagrant can spawn in other people's worlds. It's like really, really rare, and it can have certain rare materials, and there's different types of vagrants. There's like good and evil ones. If that was a vagrant I was looking at, it would have been an evil one. I don't know which is the rarer kind. You are fucking fast. I don't know which kind is rarer. Trying to figure out the fastest way to get back without having to fight the entire fucking woods. I don't know which kind is rare, but they're generally a very, like, rare thing to see. At least they were. But now I'm questioning if that was, like, a fake vagrant to troll me, because what? How else? I'm really confused. Holy shit. Is this actually the way I'm supposed to go? Yeah, I think so. There's the bridge. I probably should have like used my Firekeeper soul at some point to upgrade my flask. I just like never got around to that. I'll do it when I get like the shortcut. Okay, if it's still there, it might have been a fake. That's just an item. I just tried to jump with DS3 controls, and I'm really glad I didn't have to miss that. Where's my bloodstain? Well, I mean, I could make that if I jump. Dude, I think that was a fucking vagrant. No way it spawned here. What the hell? I'll clip that later. What the fuck? I've never seen, I don't think I've seen one of those before. They're rare. They're supposed to be pretty rare. I don't know how common they are now. Maybe people are like spawning them on purpose or something, because like, you know, God forbid I actually get lucky. Context. But, yeah. I mean, I can say I saw one. I didn't get to kill it and get whatever it dropped. I don't remember what they drop. They don't drop like all the souls. They drop like... I think they drop stuff like rare Titanite, so like twinkling Titanite, or it's kind of like a crystal lizard. It's not like really a big deal. Actually, I missed out on 1 million souls. Speaking of Devil May Cry, by the way, I will say that one game I kind of feel like I should give a better chance to is DMC1, because when I played DMC1, so when I did my whole like, I'm gonna play the entire Devil May Cry series thing, I went through them in reverse order. So I did 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, which was a little bit of a bad idea. Like, playing 2 put me in such a fucking horrible mood that by the time I'd gotten to 1, I was kind of just like super done with everything. How would I like to handle this without dying? Can I get you guys to bunch up, maybe? Oh, thanks. I will say, by the way, that I'm gonna start, like, actually getting off my ass to the best of my ability and working on my YouTube channel. Like, not my VOD channel, like my actual YouTube channel for content. And I figure the easiest thing to start doing... Holy roll catch? Oh, no. No! The easiest thing to start doing would be to start bringing some clips from Twitch over to YouTube and posting them as shorts. So if anybody does clip stuff on the channel and it gets used, I will credit y'all. Like, you'll get a shout out and I'll give you credit for actually, like, making the clip on the YouTube. Just to, like, have some kind of incentive to be like, yo, I want to appreciate y'all work with doing that. Dude, every time, man, this thing is awful for crystal lizards. Dude, now every time I see an item glow, I'm like, is that a vagrant? Anyway, playing 2 would put me in such a bad mood that by the time I had gotten to 1, I just disrespected the fuck out of that game. I maxed out air raid, like the lightning like thing in the air, and just used that to like cheese as many fights as I possibly could. And when that didn't work, I just literally spent all of my red orbs on holy waters. And every single boss fight I would pull up to, I just wouldn't play the fight. Like, I was just so pissed at the game for being kind of like old and janky that like I just wouldn't play it. Every time I'd go fight Neo Angelo, I'd just roll up with 3 holy waters and just blow him up and just not even do the boss fight. I just got an ad for a gambling hotline and it's got the longest URL, but he scraped all of your data. It's gone. They now know your entire browser history. Dude, were you here? I think I saw a fucking vagrant. That's Artorias. Know when the game is playing you.com? Yeah, that's not sketchy. Now for the most dapper NPC in the game.
Let me guess. Snatched by a shadowy limb and dragged off to the past?
Yes, that is what happened.
Yes, of course. Exactly what happened to me. We are both strangers.
It's a government
in this
program?
strange land, but at least now there are 2 of us.
This is Marvelous Chester. And Marvelous Chester sells Lloyds, which I'm actually gonna grab a few so in case I run out any more mimics. I just want to spend these souls. so I'm not just like sitting on them. I really need the fucking pee, but I think we're gonna do the fight first.
Did you happen across Knight Artorias, the legendary abyss walker from the old tales? Well, if you haven't, it's just as well. He's a colorless sort, if you ask me.
Hey, thank you for resubscribing, Christy. Appreciate it.
Oh, think of anything.
I should probably
What did that giant mushroom
lower the
make
volume
you
of
do?
that alert. That nearly
Not
fucking
that I
blew my
care.
ears out.
It's none of my business.
I had to wait to speak until after it finished because I'm like, I can't even hear myself think.
So long.
I gotta figure that out. Okay, and this is our shortcut. Alright, you know what? I may only have 3 Estus. But, let's just attempt it anyway. I'll know pretty quick. Yeah, but I don't know if you were here earlier, but I literally foreshot the Sanctuary Guardian. I was like, oh, okay. I'm really curious about what kind of damage Artorias is gonna take. Anyways, welcome, time to witness the original motherfucker of the Soul series. God, he's so fucking cool, man. I don't know if my weapon resin's ticking down during this cutscene, but you know what? Even if it is, who cares? He's decently tanky. He also knows how to roll just like me. Here we go. Oh shit, okay. This is a real boss fight. Holy roll catch. Be careful here. Gonna flip. I'll just grade for the hoot. So as you can see, that abyss puddle thing that he's leaking, it still damages you even if you dodge some of his attacks, which makes this pretty difficult. Now, this would be easy if I had healing. Shit. Can I animation cancel this? Yeah, like that. Oh, I have no stamina. Oh, so close, dude. That would be kind of tight if I got that first try. Damn, I gotta say, compared to every other boss fight in this game so far, that is like a fucking world of difference in terms of just like the aggressiveness of his moveset. And he's got like roll catch normals. Normals, fucking listen to my ass. We can warp here, right? Right. Seriously, dude? Oh, Sanctuary Garden? Yeah, okay. I just need to go to Firelink in order to upgrade my flask. It's also decently tanky. I do wonder if the gold resin's better against him. Oh, also, I don't think we did this yet, so I'm gonna do it now. So a lot of bonfires can be actually, so since we killed Pinwheel, basically, you get the ability to kindle bonfires up to 20. I'm actually not gonna do this one. I'm gonna do the Sanctuary one. Just because we're gonna be back here a few times. I said kindle up to 20, like that makes sense. Basically, Right now, this bonfire restores 10 Estus. Every 1 humanity we put in increases it to 5, up to 20. This is like never explained in game, which is a little weird. But you know, it's just like that old game thing. I think this one's only a 5 actually, so I need to get one extra one. Watch me get invaded now. Never mind. Anyway, that's like more healing than we're ever gonna need, but you know. I am going to spend these souls on some gold resin and just see if that's actually more effective. He's probably more weak to fire, probably.
Thank goodness thou art safe.
You like when games don't tell you little tricks like that? It's technically there if you look for it, which is the cool thing about... Oh, wait, no, she only sells 5. Okay. We're gonna just use fire. It's there if you look for it, which is the cool thing, right? So, like, the way you find that out is when you kill Pinwheel, he gives you this item, the Rite of Kindling. Secret Rite allows bonfires to be bolstered further with kindling so that more Estus can be collected. So this kind of hints like, oh, go try to kindle bonfires more past 10. That is just like the cool thing about this series in general, is like how much they reward you for kind of like reading. Like paying attention to small details. I fucked up and didn't move the elevator back, so I'm gonna get fucking gonked on my way over here. This is like the worst path I could have took. I aggroed so much shit. Uh-oh. This is what the 20S is good for. Oh shit! The thing I should have done is this. Send the elevator back up now, so that next time I could just step on it and go straight down. Alright, round 2. I thought I could voice that. I want to greed, but I really shouldn't. I also probably could just hit him while he's doing that, to be honest. Interesting, my R2 dodged it. Oh yeah, I have no stamina. Holy shit, he delays the fuck out of that. I can't see. I am kind of able to just stat check him a little bit. Oops. Which, you know. To the victor of the spoils. Oh shit. Oh, he takes a lot less damage when he's doing that. Holy shit. Oh, wow. Did I get a headshot? Why did I do so much damage? Okay. Maybe I should stop playing like a fucking animal. It's kind of just going for trades and just being greedy. This does hit, about as hard as I expected it to, though. I'm kind of like trying to not respect him just because I figured it would go faster. And it almost worked. But, you know. It is crazy to me though still how he is like more aggressive than so many of, like, even a lot of Dark Souls 3 bosses, though granted, it's less his aggressiveness and more just his extremely high damage. And he's got some tricky, like, roll catch things. Like, he delays that overhead slam a lot, which kind of baits you into rolling early. And it's been so long since I fought this boss, by the way. Like, legitimately, at least 6-ish more years. Because I don't think on a lot of, like, other playthroughs did I, like, actually do a full playthrough and make it to the DLC. Because the DLC obviously is a very late game area. No. Ooh, he dodged that. Okay, let's... Dude, you can't... This guy does not want to let me fucking just reset. Oops. Four directional rolling. Lamau. I don't know what he's done. This is bad. Does he always do 3? When he chains it? That could be what's going on here. I'm gonna just take the heal. Just gonna go slow here. I'm noticing his right side is easier to roll. Makes sense. It's his broken arm. So, like, I don't know when that's a safe punish. You just can't roll that well. Oops. Above again? Cool. Well, I end up using most of the Cestus. I think it's crazy, like, hard to get a heal off on this guy. 1. Okay. Just gonna breathe. It's really fucking hard to heal against this dude. He just doesn't let you heal. That's crazy. Oh, there you go. Damn, Artorias is still hard than the big 2-6. Who would've thought? Who would've thought, dude? Fucking made me use all my Estus. Yeah, he's just really very aggressive, and, So, interesting thing about him. He's actually a sword and shield fighter, not just a single great sword fighter. His shield is something we're gonna find later. But he's actually, you'll notice his left arm was broken. He's left-handed. So he was doing all that with his bad arm, and one arm broken. Just to, like, cement how much of a badass this character is, and just, like, the kind of environmental storytelling of the game. I'm going to, can I warp here? It might not. That's Lucille Sanctuary. It won't show me the warp location, I'm realizing, unless I actually go back. So, I might need the old pendants. Yeah, Lucille Township, this is what we want. I might need the old pendant to, do Menace. Because now I'm a little fucking scared after that. That was a little spooky. Here, I will be right back really quick. Where's my fucking BRB screen? There we go. Sorry. No, we've had like a, I want to say, 2-ish week-long heat wave that's finally letting up, and it's like decently cool now. It's so nice. You know how happy it makes me to look outside and see gray skies? I'm fucking weird. Hi. Hope y'all had a... Decided to get some snacks, some drinks, some nice stuff. Let me get this BRB screen off my studio mode, because otherwise looking at it's just gonna make me laugh, because it's just flashing me with memes on my other eye, my other monitor. Okay, so we are headed to deal with the source of the abyss, which is what corrupted Homeboy, and basically what the town is sinking into. However, he's kind of a motherfucker, and there's a bit of a secret weapon we can get, rather an item, that's going to help us in the fight counter the abyss magic stuff that he uses. And I don't remember where it is, but I think it's in here. It's been raining a couple days now over here. I'm afraid of how humid it will be soon. Oh god, do y'all get a bunch of mold issues when it's humid? Because like that's a big problem here. I remember seeing a video of somebody being like, yeah, if you live in this region, like, you just need to, like, you need to accept, like, living with mold. Like, you need to just be happy living with mold. And I'm like, no, you do not. No, you do not. That is really fucking bad for you, actually. I legitimately think that, like, I'm not sure how much I can say without, like, doxing where I live. I'm kind of trying to be a little coy about it still. I legitimately think that there are, like, issues with lots of people from around this area having health problems that stem from, like, mold, and the fact that our climate is extremely conducive to mold. That could be a few places, but you know, like I said, I'm keeping it coy. I'm about to get fucking launched off this ledge, or no, maybe not. I hope nobody ambushes me. No, nobody ambushed me. Let there be light. What am I hearing? Well, anyway. Hi. That was terrifying. Not in my area, but my brother did get some black mold in his place once and had to move. I missed that house. It had this huge bike trail that him and him used to ride. We'd pack a lunch and eat at the midway point. I moved the entire house? Was it that bad? Like how? Oh, was this the pendant? Did I just find it? Hold on. The flex door, I think this is it. Yeah, that's it. Alright, well that was easy. I didn't even know it was there. I was just looking around. Was it like super infested across the entire thing? Like I don't know how bad it has to be in order to be like we have to move houses, you know what I mean? I guess it just comes down to like can you get rid of it or not, yeah. Dark orb. The dark sorcerers in this game are really cool. It's just a shame you only get them here. Basically the end of the game. So you can't really do a playthrough with them unless it's like New Game Plus. I never did a sorcery run in this game. I feel like it would be... Oh yeah, the carvings. This is the first one we found.
I'm sorry.
Have a good night, London. I appreciate you stopping by.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was going pretty bad in the basement. It was a heavily forested area. Could barely call the path to get to it a road. You know, also.
I'm sorry.
Speaking of these carvings, I need to go find Haka before we go to Manus. What time is it? Damn. I'm conflicted because if I just keep if I just keep powering ahead, like we're easily beating the game. But also like probably should go visit Hawkeye. Well, we'll need to do that in order to like actually find Calamite, so. Also, in all fairness, Calamite and Manus are fucking difficult fights, so. How do I get back up? Do I need to homeward bone or something? I'm just gonna do that. In fact, I should probably just go backtrack to go find Hawkeye Go, because he's not here. He's actually probably if we go this way. Wait. Oh, this is the PvP arena. I forgot this was a thing. We might revisit this later. I'm realizing also this is where he is, I think. Need key. I don't think I have key. Yeah, I think he's up here, right? Yo, it's actually been so long since I played this DLC. Like, it's such a blur. Okay, we need to remember. We need to find where this key is. I'm gonna talk to Chester really quick. He might have something for me. Or at the very least have something to say now that I killed Artorias. Oh hey, right, I forgot about you.
You? Is that not the soul of the man who fell on this spot? He was a dear friend. I wish to pay proper respect with that soul. Would you be willing to part with it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna use it.
Thank you. You are very kind. Please take this. I no longer need it. May the Lord guide thee.
Oh, that's where you get these.
May the Lord...
She's not gonna explain who she is. So, Artorias and some Artorias, this girl, and then somebody else we're going to meet are part of basically like 4 legendary heroes that serve the king. And they were all kind of like bros with each other. So that's why she gave me that in exchange for his soul. And this fucking thing is infamous in PvP for being just absolutely a menace weapon. It's also, it's this cool little trail effect. Ciaran? You know, like my cliff notes here provide a little bit of context, but the truth is to really like digest these stories, it's best to like play it yourself and read all the item descriptions because you get a lot of context about what all this is.
Oh, for Juniper's sake, put some spring into your step. Did you really slay Knight Artorias? I'd heard the Abyss found him first, but even still, that's absolutely treacherous. Yes, magnificently so. Believe it or not, Ulysses has brought the Abyss upon itself, fooled by that toothy serpent. They upturned the grave of primeval man and incited his ornery wrath. What could they have been thinking? But to you and I, it's all ancient history. You have to ask yourself, does it really matter? I've little to talk about, really.
Wonder when Soulsborne will be showing up at MTG. Please no. Oh god. I don't know, I've got mixed feelings about those sets. It's just like, it's starting to get a little silly. I think the Final Fantasy stuff was cool, and specifically the... okay, I think the idea of Final Fantasy was cool. I wasn't really a fan of the execution. I liked the Warhammer stuff, because there was a lot of crossover. But some of these, like... Some of these I question a little bit. So you don't have anything to say? If I rest here... It's like one of these things where, I mean, so like Souls as a series in terms of its lore is done, right? Like Elden Ring is a departure from the lore of these games, so we're done with the story, and so like we probably don't have to worry about a bunch of stuff like being added or retcon at least. Nothing? Okay. However, Elden Ring, like, I was less interested in from a story standpoint, to be honest with you. I don't know, Elden Ring is like, I have mixed feelings about Elden Ring. I think it's like a really fun game and it's a really like polished game, but there are things that that frustrate me a little bit about it. And it's also just like that thing where you see someone praise something a lot and check it a lot, and you're like, yeah, it's good, but like, I don't know about like that good, but I don't want to say that because I don't want to be like contrarian, because like, yo, let people like the thing that's good, but also people be talking about this shit like it's like the second coming of Jesus. They made an SMT set, I'd be in the poorhouse. Yeah, I don't spend money on magic cards. I just play like on simulators like Cockatrice and stuff. I've thought about like getting into paper magic, but I don't have anybody to get into it with. And if I did, I would have to basically be like a one decker, you know what I mean? Like I'm that guy who just has like his one deck, and that's just like what I play with. They put a fucking mimic here? Someone's behind me. I heard that. They put a freaking mimic here, brother. Take your melatonin. Oh, another carving.
Very good.
I kind of stopped as well. I started just printing proxies instead of buying real cards. Yeah, that's the other way to do it. Is that frowned upon, typically? I don't know, like, I'm not familiar. I never got into, like, paper TCG, like, culture or communities, so I have no idea. I used to go to this game store with one of my friends from college, and he would play Warhammer with people. And that was, like, the closest, and that's obviously not TCG, but, you know, there would be people there going to stores like that playing Magic, obviously. Doing drafts and shit. Magic is like... Magic is like D&D is like sex. It's only fun if you do it with people you like. You know? That's just like the conflicting thing, because it's like, well, it's cool to have something like Magic as a social thing, to like go to card shops and like talk to people. And there's also this back and forth of like, I know some people get very, I don't know, I think also at the same time some people get kind of doomerish about it. Like I used to play D&D as a way to meet people, and I will admit I never really enjoyed those campaigns nearly as much as like the ones I would do with my actual friends, like my close friends, my actual table. But that wasn't really the point, because playing D&D with like strangers is just sort of a different experience. It's just kind of like a party game experience, and not like, oh, we're gonna take this campaign super seriously and like have all this character development and holy tracking. Oh my god. Dude, everything in this DLC fucking hurts. Holy shit. Maybe I just take an extra few points into vitality, maybe. I also don't think it's like super necessary though. Maybe I go to like 45, we compromise, do 5 more points. What the fuck? You can hit me from there? Wonder how I would get up there, because there's an item there I could get. Still want that key. There's a ladder. Hold on. Bro, relax. Not really frowned upon in the commander scene, but for official tournaments, if you have the real card and don't like buying the same card for multiple decks, it's usually cool to have proxies. That is good, especially since, like, you know, in normal rules it's 4 ofs. I'm glad to see that though, because like, I wasn't sure if it was the kind of thing where people got like weird about it. Because at the end of the day, like, bro, it's with the state. I wonder if it is just because of the state of the fucking card economy that people are just like so cool with proxies, because it's just an inordinate amount of money otherwise. Oh, is this another one of these? I guess that's what this sound is. The sound's supposed to tip me off that I can use the light here. Dude, the fucking sound these mages make is really annoying. This should be another spell if I remember correctly. Nope. See, my memory sucks. Now, which way? Is there anything else here? The reason I'm, like, picking this area clean is I'm still looking for the key to the tower. You get the occasional asshole. Yeah. I've heard a lot of horror stories. Not sure how common they actually are. You know, actually, in my escapades of, like, playing D&D as a social activity, how do I get down here? I mean, I could just, like, jump this. I blocked my head. Oh my god, I'm alive. In my escapades of playing D&D socially, most of the games, unsurprisingly, that you would get were 5e games, right? And I'm a old school dude, I like 3-5, right? So when one guy pulled up and was like, hey, I'm doing a 3-5 table, I jumped on it, and I was really excited. It was cool because there were a bunch of people there who weren't as familiar with 3-5, and I'm like, this will be great, I'll help teach people, it'll be really fun. We had like a mix of people who were new to 3-5 and, you know, old heads, right? This fucking DM was a character, bro. he banned monks as a class. He's like, monks are not allowed in my campaign because I think it's stupid that monks can just take Vow of Poverty and punch a dragon to death. And I'm like, okay, well, it's more of an issue with Vow of Poverty. You could just ban Vow of Poverty, which is like way better on Druid anyways, but you know, I digress. But no, he was like so offended at the idea of like a dude like with magical hand wraps punching a dragon that he's like, I'm banning monks because they're not realistic. And I'm like, brother, okay. The guy was, that campaign didn't last very long, but it's also because me and a bunch of other people kind of jumped ship quickly because he was one of those like old school DMs who was sort of a hard ass. Like, there's this cultural thing with D&D, like old school D&D. I'm just gonna go for it, by the way. I don't know how to get up here, and I do not think that the key I'm looking for is here. There's this cultural thing with D&D where a lot of the old heads kind of come from this sort of way of playing the game where the DM is more antagonistic or is more reluctant to like let your players get away with shit. And it puts me in a weird position because I think it's good to have a DM that's willing to kind of like play along and like let you do cool stuff. But I also value obviously like having a challenge, and I think like having a challenge and working together to overcome that challenge is part of what makes the game fun, right? So it's weird where I think that often like the modern generation overcorrects. It's overcorrecting a real issue of like old D&D was kind of like torture simulator in some ways. I did quit? I did quit Yu-Gi-Oh because of one guy though. I'd like to play the type of decks that that tell my opponent no. My opponent didn't like me constantly telling them no and nearly flipped the table on me. Is that like better or worse than playing like blue and magic though? Because like there were a lot of like blue-white and mono-blue control decks that just do similar stuff to that, and I don't know, like, because I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh, so I don't know how similar it is. Like, is this a mental problem? Is this like an issue of like Yu-Gi-Oh player mental, or is this an issue of like the game is just legitimately different? I've been running into that more lately with like, you know, For Honor. Like, I think the thing with For Honor is not that the game is like less balanced than a normal fighting game. I just think that For Honor players have terrible mental, and so they just complain more. It's like playing blue, but you only have 1 to 2 turns to win in Yu-Gi-Oh. I mean, alright. I don't know. That doesn't seem worse. I'm not sure, right? Like, you're just describing like mono blue versus mono red, I guess. Where like homeboy's just gonna get his win condition and like you're cooked. Bro, since you're here in chat, where the fuck is the key to Hawkeye's tower? Cause I don't remember. I don't want to look it up. Oh my god, you're tanky. Just kidding. He just is really resistant to fire. Oh shit. Basically, blue, the deck always had an answer for things my opponent did, so it stopped them from playing the game. So this is just like a poor mental situation. Poorer mental. Do I just beeline? Well, I'm not gonna have the Estus. I think we just, Hi. Were you always there? We'll explore down here first and then, make a run back before we do Menace. Wait, there's a bonfire down here? Oh. Okay. I get fucking invaded in the goddamn chasm of the goddamn abyss. Nah, I've got like no humanity. I just get the feeling I'm gonna want the Estus. The win condition for my decks is to slowly choke the opponent out of things and just sit there. So they just sit there and try to do things that I say no, try another, I say no, eventually they either give up or run out of options. I mean, that sounds like blue. It sounds like blue. Is this necessary? Probably not. Actually, with that up, we could just potentially... That's spooky, you can see the items down there. Yeah, dude. This area looks pretty fucking terrifying in the remaster. Don't do it. Holy shit! God, everything hurts so much. Maybe I do just need to go, level up more HP. There it is, the most busted spell in the game. If only I could show in this playthrough, but I am, not the build to use it. I wonder if this humanity goes drop humanity. I like a slow game. We're here to chill and relax. Let's just not speed along to the next game. Let's enjoy our time together. Bro's trying to win, man. He's there to win. And TCGs have always, like, those kinds of card games have always felt like just mutually assured suffering in certain ways. I think that's part of the reason why Commander's so popular, is because Commander just kind of, like, encourages you to play more casually. CEDH is, like, not typically a good time for most everybody. Look who it is, guys. Remember what I said we're in the past? Not yet. I believe the humanity goes drop humanity. They fucking should. Look who it is. It's Baby Sif. It's Baby Sif before I chop them up. So I didn't get a chance to show this off, but it is possible to come here early. But the only real requirement to entering this DLC is like having access to the Duke's archives, so that would be placing the Lord Vessel. If you rescue Sif before you go kill him in the present, the cutscene actually changes, where he's like sad that he has to fight you. And this is Artorias' shield, which I definitely cannot fucking use. 31 strength! Just like a magic defense shield. Wouldn't mind some humanity. Wait, so have you even played this game, Cruising? Have you seen this boss that I'm heading towards? Do you know of the Manus? Because if not, you're in for a treat. This is like one of the craziest bosses in the series. He's just fucking sick. These things are really annoying. Playgroups started to build more powerful decks until they just stopped playing CEDH. like quirky decks where you can build it only has 13 monsters and the whole deck is built around keeping those monsters alive or bringing them back. They're based on the Chinese zodiac. They're not. Yeah, that is that's certainly more gimmicky than a lot of other decks that I've seen. I think I run a line of like I still want to play Magic. I enjoy the mechanics and the complexities of Magic, and I want to play like a good deck. But the problem is like there are some decks that are just like a little too good, you know? Now herein lies the question. Oh, yeah, you're in for a treat then. The primordial man, or the primeval man, that guy we were talking to, Chester, when he said they unearthed the primeval man, or the resting place of the primeval man, this is who they were talking about. All that for a single humanity? Let me get rid of this. Mono black spell sling, that's only kill spells? Who's the commander for that? I'm a little scared. Just full disclosure. Oh, he does the Artorias thing where he just got these hitboxes that linger. Oh, that's not my Estus. I don't remember my Estus is not my Estus is not my immediate item. Okay, ready? Pendant? Oh, I hit it too late. That's why we need the pendant. Oh, not this attack. I'm dead. Oh, I didn't somehow live. He's got the fucking 5-hit combo. I'm just gonna jump. Okay. Okay, we stabilize. We don't stabilize. This fucking 4-directional rolling is killing me, dude. I just need to unlock. Oh, I'm fucking cooked. It does less damage than I was expecting it to. Dude, these DLC bosses are so aggressive. Oh my poor stamina.
My name is Harry Dresden,
Oh,
motherfucker.
hello. Hey, sir, what's good? Great timing. I'm gonna fucking die. I'm swinging.
My name is Harry Dresden,
No,
motherfucker.
dude. Oh, holy shit, hi. You know, it's probably for
My name is Harry Dresden,
Yo.
motherfucker.
Hey, everybody. I can't hear anything.
My name is Harry Dresden,
Oh my
motherfucker.
god. No, I don't regret that alert, by the way. Yo won't make me. Hi. I couldn't fucking hear myself think, so I was waiting for that to finish.
You should kill yourself now.
Okay, sure. I didn't want those souls anyway. You know, maybe for the best that I died the maddest there. You guys almost missed the boss fight. Everybody, welcome in. Welcome in. Appreciate the raids. Oh my god, dude, that flashbang me. Yeah, honestly, did I snatch defeat from the jaws of victory? Yes. Although, on the other hand, now y'all get to actually see me do the boss fight, so like that's cool. I mean, it would have been Calamite. Just saying. No, you didn't miss Mass. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're just now, like, I died. I died at the last hit. Anyway, I hope you had a good stream. I think it was Dokapon, right? Did I do Calamite? No. I did Artorias. No Calamite. Yeah, do you guys hate each other yet? Are your friendships ended? How far did you even get? Because isn't like Dokapon, aren't Dokapon games just like super long? Artorias took 3 attempts, which was 2 more than I expected, to be completely honest with you. You barely got halfway? I'm impressed you even got halfway. Dokapon is freaking long. No, I would assume there's probably like ways to make it shorter now. I'm gonna get fucking beamed. Maybe not. He did the poison cloud. Cool. We met a goal for a 24-hour Dokapon one day. Oh, like 24 total hours. If you do 24 hours of Dokapon, you might get like a third of the way through like a round of Dokapon. Anyway, welcome in. Make yourselves comfortable. I'm maybe beating the game tonight. Maybe. I haven't decided yet. These DLC bosses got hands, man. The DLC bosses got hands. I was not expecting the DLC bosses to have hands. They just hit really freaking hard, dude. And they're just like mad aggressive. It actually just feels like a completely different game. I'll chill here for just a second. But yeah, Artorias was interesting because like up until this point, my experience with this game has been very, well, it's easier than I remember. But Artorias, dude, he just like, same thing with Manus really, like they just do not really give you an opportunity to heal. Like they do not let you reset against them. And they are very aggressive. I may also be slightly Dark Souls 3 brained, just a little bit. But that's my own fault. It's my own fault for playing it on my off times. But we'll see. Anyway, good time to raid though. Oh, should we play the cutscene again? I'll play the cutscene again. Sure. It's my poor resin's ticking down. Oh, hopefully I don't have to lock in too hard for this. I was more scared of Calamite than anybody else, but I'm honestly thinking Calamite might not be the, like... Calamite might be the least bad one. Famous last words, right. But we'll see. I'm just realizing that 40 vigor was not enough. Okay, I think I need to do this locked. Okay. Do I need to run for this? I must have to... I guess rather than run, I just hug him. Because he seems to have a sour spot with that move. I mean, you want to just keep spamming that, I would love that. What? No, man, come on! What was that? This isn't the first. I've had this bug happen to me before. Are you kidding me, man? Oh, fuck you, dude. Fuck you. What? This happened to me last stream, I think. I don't know what the hell that is. That's frustrating. Well, now I get to skip the cutscene, I guess. Can I headshot him? Oh, that hits me from there, okay. Do the move. Oh. A whole Dikapon. One whole Dikapon. Please, sir, one Dokapon. One Manus of the Abyss. Ow. Yeah, so he seems to have sour spots in a lot of his hits, which I forgot about. No, I'll do one more pump, one more pelvic thrust. I don't know how many of these there are. Okay, I'm not sure if my strategy is just to like eat the sour spot here or if there's like a better way to dodge this move. So I'd like to get my punish off for avoiding that. I'm rolling way too early. Let's just take... I mean, he gives me more resets than Artorias does. Actually. It's just crazy to think. What are you doing? What was that? Am I getting dead angled? Help, I'm being trolled. Alright, we're good. We're good. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. Man, Artorias was kind of embarrassing, bro. I used like all 20 of my Estus because like he just got me into this loop where I couldn't reset and he just 10 humanity. Nice. Thanks. He gets me in this loop where I just can't reset and I'm just like eating it over and over again. Now I'm not sure if I need the health anymore because that was like probably one of the harder hitting. We'll go to 45. I don't know. I wanted to pump Dex for the meme, you know? Just like max Dex, but man, that guy was hitting hard. Did I like mess up a quest? Isn't Dust supposed to be here? Possibly. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. Now I need to go figure out how to get to Hawkeye's tower, which I'm gonna... I mean, shit, we're looking at 2 hours right now. Yeah, I don't know. I'm conflicted. Like, I've got at least an hour in me. And, shit, man, I guess we just, like, try to beat the game, right? Because if I can do Calamite and Gwyn now, we're just done. But I need to look up how to actually get to Hawkeye's tower, so let me just do that really quick. Because I just don't remember where that key is. Oh yeah, hey, actually, I almost forgot. I need to tell this story that happened to me yesterday, because this shit is, like, stuff I never thought I would, like, have to deal with in my life, and when it happened, it was just pure panic. Let me finish Googling this really quickly. Hold on, sorry. Crest key, mimic in the building with the bloatheads and the rafters before the elevator shortcut. Okay. Anyway, so I have a problem where like the chip on my credit card doesn't work. So like anything that requires me to pay with like chip pay just breaks usually. And only like tap pay works on the card, which is really annoying. The problem is this means I can't get gas in like 90% of gas stations in my town consistently. I need to like go to a place that has an attendant that can ring me up, which means that I can't easily go to like those pumps that are outside of grocery stores with the little wage cage there because that attendant is just never there. Like it's a dice roll if they're there and they're usually not. So there's one gas station in town that's like an actual gas station with the proper like little store where you could buy the trucker food and stuff and all that, right? And that's the one I have to go to. And the problem is, because it's out of the way, I'll often like skirt by with having to get like less gas than I usually need to, right? So it's yesterday, right? I wake up, I have a single Minecraft block of gas in my car. My car uses little like blocks on the fucking dash to like show me. I don't know how much they translate to. Okay, I do. They're actually gallons, but it was funnier before I knew what they translated to. So I have a single Minecraft block of gas left in my car. And as I drive over to the gas station, like the gas like comes on halfway over there. Totally cool. Plenty of time, we're fine. I pull up, I park my car at the pump, I go in and I'm like, hey, give me 45 on pump 8. And they're like, cool, they ring me up, I go outside. I don't know why this happened. I don't know if it's because I hit the button first and you're not supposed to do that or something, but I pull the nozzle off of the dispenser, and it's spraying gas already, like everywhere. It's shooting gas out like a fucking hose everywhere. And I'm like, dude, I don't know what to do. I'm holding a nozzle that's like, I'm not pressing the trigger and it's just flooding the place with gas. Like it gets all over my car, it's all over the fucking ground, like there's just a huge puddle everywhere. And I'm like, oh my fucking god. And like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know if there's like some kind of emergency like shut off thing. So I take the nozzle and I like jam it back into the holder, like thinking maybe that'll shut it off. And it does, thankfully, it shuts the thing off. And so I leave it on the ground. And it's like there's this huge puddle of gas like under my car, like my car's covered into it. I've got it on me and stuff. And I'm like, my hands are shaking. I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, it's like that fucking scene from Zoolander with the gasoline fight, and they light the match, and I'm just like, no. So there's a dude behind me, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck do I do? And they're like, go in and tell them what happened. I'm like, yeah. And so I run in. I'm like, hey, someone needs to come out here. I just like the pump was just like shooting gas like on its own, and it's like gas just got fucking everywhere, and like I don't know what to do. And so the attendant comes out and they just start cleaning it up, and I'm like, the whole time like they're fixing it. The guy looks at me, and I'm just like, dude, I still need gas. I've got no gas left in my car. I need to fill up. And thankfully, like they dealt with it. It was mostly okay. Like they cleaned everything up. I got moved over to another pump, and I was fine. But when I was walking over with the employee and I asked him, like, I'm thinking of like toilets, like when your toilet clogs or floods, there's like a valve on the pipe you can turn to stop it from like overflowing, like if the toilet's overflowing, right? And I'm like, hey, is there like an emergency shut off button in case that happens? And he goes, yeah, there's one on the building, but it shuts off all the pumps. And I'm like, that seems a little, I don't know. Like, according to this guy, he seems to think that the pump, like, the little, like, tick thing, like, the thing that, like, okay, so you know when you put the gas thing into your car, and you, like, flip up the little, like, metal piece to, like, keep the trigger held down? He thought that was just down, but, like, that doesn't explain why I was shooting before I had even, like, pulled the trigger in the first place. I don't know, or somebody put it in that way. It's fucking... Anyways, like, top 10 things I never thought would happen to me. Like, I don't know if it's because I hadn't eaten all day, or just the fear of being, like, exploded into a fireball, but my hands were just fucking quaking when that was done. I was freaking the fuck out. And it ended up being just, like, kind of a adventure. The fuck is your sleep schedule? Dude, I've been live for 2 hours. You're here late. What do you mean early? Do you know what time it is? I usually see you here earlier. Also, as far as my sleep schedule goes, that's none of your business. What's wrong with being a nocturnal? I know you're from across the globe. I'm just saying, usually I remember seeing you here earlier. This is a quite normal time for me to be live at. Okay, so we're looking for... I mean, shit, I wasn't sure, but, like, I guess it just depends on how Calamity goes. Now, I gotta find this damn key. The problem is, when I looked up where this was, the answer was provided by Google AI, which might have just been wrong. It should be in the upper part of the township, though, at least. I think. I used to see you early because you had fuck-ass classes. Oh my god. These guys have insane tracking. Are you free from said fuck-ass classes? Finally? Well, congratulations. 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 Okay, so this is where the pendant was, but I don't think this is... Hold on. He said buy the first shortcut, unless he means the other shortcut. Oh wait. No, this is Fextra Life, which is about as useful as Google AI. Oh, it's the lower section. Oh, you know what? It was literally the exact place that I gave up looking because I said I doubt that's the key. Son of a bitch. Nine to 11 classes each and every day. Oh, 11 classes a day. 11? What the fuck? Why did they let you take that many credits? That's not normal, man. I always hear the weirdest shit from people like on college schedule stuff where they're like, yeah, I took like 30 credits, and I'm like, they didn't even allow me to do that in my college. They wouldn't even fucking let me. Ow. So this part's annoying, because this guy's just gonna fucking beam me in the butt. I'm just gonna run like this. Dude. Dude. How? How is that what? How is the what? Excuse me? How is that wall not blocking that? These dudes are fucking wall hacks. Gotta go touch grass, have fun. Don't eat the grass. Brother. Bro, this DLC has hands. This DLC has hands. Come here. Well now I'm scared to do the thing I just did, because of what just happened. I guess I'll just pull these over here. This fucking asshole on top of me is pissing me off. Do not come in from this angle, this is ridiculous. You know, it never occurred to me to like use the pendant for non-madness reasons, but you know. What? I don't understand these angles. How are they hitting these angles? Now I'm scared the other one's gonna shoot me from below when I'm making this jump. Okay, that's cool. You have a grab? Okay, I think we're safe. I think we're good. Momentary moment of panic gone. Anyway, yeah, it was that alcove that I gave up trying to get into. And I was like, yeah, I seriously doubt that's the key. Yeah, it was the key. So, go me. I looked literally everywhere else. Clearly I'm overthinking how to do these jumps. Oh no, I'm sorry! Just close your eyes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mimic. Dude, what's become of me? I'm killing mimics. I'm a monster. Alright, I need to BRB one more time. I need water. I'll be 1 second. Okie dokie. So I gave things a little bit of thought when I was getting my water, and I think that I might want to intentionally save Calamite, Gwendolyn, and Gwyn for one more stream, just because the problem is if I don't, it's either push it, or if I don't push it, I'm gonna end up with like a really awkwardly short final part. Man, it's gonna be like sub 1 hour no matter what, isn't it? I suppose I could do some collecting. But here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna need to unlock Calamite. And I might just... Let's have it ready.
A visitor, have we? Thou must be the one who freed Artorias. That old friend he was. Thanks to thee, he left this world with honor intact. And here I am, retired and blind. Of little help to thee, I'm afraid.
The most important things here.
If thou seeketh to explore this domain, be wary of a black dragon. I fear thee no match for this terrible beast. There's very little to be said. What good is a dog with no hares to hunt? But I'm lucky to be alive. I suppose. Me? But I'm
Interesting. So I'm actually missing something to unlock Calamit's fight. In that case, I'm trying to think, what could I do really quickly before we wrap? Because I want enough meat for the last stream that it's not like literally sub 1 hour. Because it might be short. Just like the way this kind of panned out. Only because I do need to get up early tomorrow. Now I have a bit of an earlier collab that I have to make. But it works that I can kind of prep to figure out how to actually unlock that fight, and what I think we'll also go ahead and do is open the way to Gwendolyn. That could be kind of a fun little cliffhanger. I'm curious, if we go talk to Elizabeth... Well, first of all, is Ciaran still here? She's gone. I think giving her that thing basically concluded the quest. I'm also curious about what Chester says. He might give me a hint about how to actually shoot down Calamite.
Oh, for Juniper's puts.
Maybe not.
So long.
Oh, it's just the way down to him. You know, I can show what happens if you go down early. Actually, I think you have to go down early. This might be the condition to unlock the boss fight. Might have to let this next part happen on purpose. Oh, these are some grody ass dogs. Surprise inspection! No! There's nothing to see here, officer. There are no dragons in this chasm. I believe I do actually have to come down here and trigger this. We'll see. I'm wondering if I do... Maybe the other way I've had for time, honestly, in the later stream is I do some PvP in the arena. Oh, look, some items. These look tasty. I sure hope nothing bad happens to me if I loot these items. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I'm alive. Wait, what? Was I supposed to survive that? I almost want to run back and see if that triggers the thing, but I think you have to actually die. Maybe not. Maybe not. It'd be funny. Probably not. You probably just have to get him to actually, like, fly over once. Weird how I survived that, but fucking Manus just hits me like a bitch. Funny how that works. Could've snowboarded out from down there, but I forgot to. I was lazy. Dude, I still can't believe I found a fucking vagrant. That's crazy to me. Just saying, keep up the good work. Your soul count is looking good, and I'll be expecting them later this week. Hold on. I don't know what fucking government entity you're coming here on behalf of that you think I owe you any kind of soul tax. I think we need to renege that with the governor. You slick with it.
Tomorrow, is the Black Dragon posing the duress?
Yes, he is causing me the rest. He just breathed fire on my head.
I thought as much.
But the IRS always pulls this shit. They're like, hey man, nice to see you. By the way, you owe me some of your income. You almost got me. You almost got me.
I see little good coming.
Dude, look at my fucking leg.
My intent is to persevere to the bitter end. Good. What is bravery without a dash of recklessness? I've taken a liking to thee.
Take it up with Osiris. He's asking about the influx of souls.
Now,
I don't think he needs to know. I think this shit could stay on the DL. I think whoever reported me to the feds maybe needs a talking to, actually. Listen, it's a clean operation here. I do need to dust off this trope of all balls and get them used for more useful things, though. I'm just saying, the last time I was trafficking with death gods, I had to go into hiding for a little bit. Not because I did anything illegal, it's because they did, obviously. I'd be willing to be silent if you could snipe this dragon. Watch this. Watch this. Ooh! What can I say? I'm sick with it.
yes. A true
My lips are sealed. That's how we do business in the underworld.
The rest is in thine hands. I await good tidings. Dragon slaying. Knighthood's highest calling.
You know anything else to say to me?
Dragons, we knights fought valiantly. Exhilaration. Pride. Hatred. Rage. The dragons teased out our dearest emotions. Thou will understand one day. With our twilight, old thoughts return. In great waves of nostalgia.
Okay, well, in the interest of, like, actually leaving something for my final stream and not having it be, like, super short, granted, not like I couldn't just improv or maybe, like, slot it in on a bonus night, I think I'm going to tap this bonfire and we'll just hang in the graveyard for a few minutes and probably raid out afterwards. Damn right, though, you did send me one full of a hell of a sinful soul to judge last week. Pull his collar, that guy was not going silently. I hope you're not referring to a certain mutual, because that guy is, well, we know. We know him. He's a bit of a character. He's a bit of a character. Listen, all I'm saying is what I use the souls for is of no business to any government entities. And you can put my name on that. Well, I mean, I said I wanted to beat the game and, like, could've, but, like, I'm in this awkward in-between of I'd rather make one more stream of it, just for the sake of, like, look, I'm on my content shit, man. I'm on my content shit. I gotta make content. Besides, like, this game is such a great, like, game overall. I feel bad just completely rushing it. It was a strange kind of dynamic I've produced with this series, like, with these streams. I started out going too fast. I started out like, oh, I'm blitzing, I need to slow down, and then I felt like I started to meander for too long. So it was weird to kind of find my pace, but that just comes with like having played this game way too much and having it be so written into my memory. Yeah, I know, and I'm not with the government unless you call a line of work one. I wouldn't want to. Nobody tell this dude I'm a lich, not some kind of celestial being. I think it would kind of ruin the atmosphere. He doesn't need to know. Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, fellow divine being. I am here on completely moral and righteous reasons. I'm totally doing the good of the afterlife and shepherding souls to a good place and not eating them for my own purposes at all. Nope, no, sir. But I think Dark Souls is such like a narratively pretty game that I want to give it its space, like have time for the ending and, you know, do the stuff with Gwendolyn, kind of tie up loose ends, maybe sprinkle in a little invasion or something. I mean, I can stretch it to a proper like length of the actual stream, likely, I think. I'm neutral in everything, it's why I'm fair in my judgment, and I hear you. Are you cool with liches? Like, hypothetically, if I was a lich, which I'm not saying I am for legal reasons. But overall, in terms of like what I want to work on next, I'm not sure. I know I was jacking Legacy of Kain super hard, and it's probably the default choice, but I might pivot into something a bit shorter. One thing I'm really excited. You know what? I'll save that one. Dude, y'all provide the best souls. The fuck you talking about? Oh yeah. Good. Excellent. I'm glad. I'm glad you don't judge how those get there. I was almost worried. Anyway, I'm glad we're cool, and I'm glad I don't have to worry about you reporting me to any kind of divine authorities, because that would be bad for me and my existence, my less than corporeal existence at the moment. I mean, I don't know what the fuck I'm worried about. I don't really got much of a body to fuck with. Who's out here? What's Azure doing? What is this game? Okay, I won't raid yet. I'll give it a few minutes. I figure we can hang for a bit. It's been a, man, I might need to spruce this graveyard a bit up more though. Like, I've been kind of coasting on where we're on what we've had currently. You know, if nothing else, maybe when I go to toggle studio mode and almost hit stop streaming. You know. I should move my Fugi into a better spot. I think I must sit over here for a bit. That spot's been getting kind of just like, you know, kind of warm. Like when you sit on one side of the bed for too long and the sheets get, I don't like it. I'm looking at it and I hate it. It feels wrong. We're gonna go like right here instead. Hold on, a little bit more to the left. A little bit more to the left. That's weird. Is that updating live now? Wait a minute. Why is that happening? I had studio mode back on. Oh. Wait. Give me 1 second. Okay. I think we're fine. Though now I'm in the wrong spot. You do know I'm a god of the dead Anubis. Why would I ever eat out a fellow reaper of mortals? I just thought you guys like had like a issue with like it's prior experiences. They were saying shit about what I was doing with the souls, and you know, look, they were pack watching me. They were pack watching me. Pack watching? Pocket watching. Pocket watching? They were pocket watching me a bit, and it was really it's kind of scrapping my style a little. I'm trying to adjust on this damn fucking thing and I cannot find it. How did I do this last time? How did I? This is why I didn't move from the spot earlier. Because apparently I just hit the fucking Eno of the position. Hold on. I'm gonna preview. This is the worst. I was like, let me do something content-wise first. This is the worst content ever. Just me fucking with OBS. What? Okay, a little down. I think that's okay. I think I look snug. I think I look like in a decent position. I'm so sorry. You'll just watch me adjust my pillow for like 5 minutes. But sometimes you have to, man. I'm still ready for summer to be over. I don't know about y'all. And the worst part is it's kind of like just starting. I'm in a weird like position mentally where I feel like I'm becoming more cognizant of like my surroundings in the passage of time, like more so than I have been for the past couple of years. Probably because I'm like getting healthier. But now the problem is I'm experiencing time for longer in my least favorite time of the year, which is when it's really fucking hot. So I need to like rationalize that. I've eaten a few souls that have been unruly before. You're fine. Plus those that go out via weed medicine. Wait, so you eat that shit? You eat it? Like, there's no bad karma for that? I'm learning things. Also, yeah, don't haunt stoners, dude. Why do you think there's so many stoners in horror movies, man? That shit is like natural. That shit is like natural ghost deterrent. I smoke those fools. Bro, we gotta get down sometime. You seem like fun. I didn't know you ride it like that. Hold on, wait. Anyone famous? Like, did you smoke Elvis? Now I gotta know. I'm like morbidly curious. Or I guess just mundanely curious, if you think about it. Should I get furniture? I'm not sure what kind of furniture I would get. Maybe a chair. Actually, how fucking funny would it be if I just had like a plastic? Wait a minute. Hold on. I just had an idea. Oh, this isn't what I was expecting. This is like only the third dumbest thing I've done live. This is a proper PNG, right? So this is gonna show up if I import this now, I'm guessing. My studio mode is just like broken. Like it doesn't matter, I don't think. Oh no, now it's working, except for it's not working because this thing's not a real PNG. So never mind. We'll do this later. Hey, when Snoop and Willie Nelson hit the last pink ride, they're gonna be the best soul curse, bro, and I didn't even receive Elvis, but I get Randy Savage. Oh shit. How does that work? How do they delineate who gets what? Is it just random? You gotta understand, man, I don't know where that shit goes. I try not to worry about it too much. Did I already close the game? I did. How many hours do I have? 15? So I've never played any more of this. It's best you never find out. Noted. I've learned to respect that answer. I've never actually played VSR yet. Like this whole stream series has been my first time actually playing like this version of the game. So my playtime on Steam is accurate more or less to my actual time on that file. So 15 hours. Average Souls like file playthrough time I found for me if I'm like going like comfy slow pace is like 20-ish hours. So it's like decent. I wasn't like that fast. Fast would be like 10. I definitely went out of my way to try to like take my time around the middle, but I did feel like past a certain point things were starting to drag. It's like, as I said before though, I'm just trying to kind of like narrow in on what's good TV at this stage, and that's just gonna depend on certain things. I now can lovingly look at this massive stack of indie games I have in my backlog and see which ones I want to finally like. Not even necessarily indie games, they're not all indie games. Respectively, you had 97 hours because you wanted 100% it. You had 97 hours on one file of Dark Souls 1? Wait, what's 100%? Like every item? Like every single pickup? Cause damn, I mean, I'm trying to think. I definitely missed like, I didn't pick up like absolutely every item in every area, right? But I'm doing all bosses. Oh, unless you mean like achievements, cause like achievements, we can look at the achievements actually. Let's see. I have 44%. So I'm obviously missing Beat the Game. There's a bunch of ones for Covenants. Every weapon, every piece of armor and lore. Yeah. Well, I guess to get every weapon, you would need to do multiple playthroughs or like at least multiple new game cycles because you'd have to do like soul weapons and some of them have multiple. So let's see, Gwendolyn we're gonna get, obviously. There's 2 ending achievements, so I would have to either do 2 playthroughs or some kind of cheese to get... Well, no, I can't do that because your ending is locked in very early, so I would need a second playthrough to get some of these. And there's a bunch of, like I said, a bunch of Covenants that I just didn't bother looking at, which could have, potentially. Gravelords I'm already locked out. I mean, I'm locked out of most of the Covenants now that I didn't already get. Warriors of Sunlight would be one. A lot of new game clusters. Okay, word. For a second, I thought you meant 97 hours on one file, and I'm like, how? How? How many hours do I have actually in Prepare to Die Edition? I have 115 in Prepare to Die Edition, though I played this game partially on console before, so this doesn't like factor into that. When I originally played DS1, I was I started like before the DLC had even come out, so I had like the original version of the game on Xbox. So however many hours that was, plus 115 on here, which was probably like some PvP and stuff. 2 was a similar story. I've got 200 hours in 2. Non-Scholar the first in. There's a DX11 upgrade DLC on Steam for the original DS2. That's pretty interesting. Scholar I have 26 because I just did like 1 playthrough. Dude, fucking Dark Souls 2 is long. I cheesed the hell out of Orange Thin Smoke. You know, it's really funny you say that because I was commenting before in the stream about how I feel like the game has been way easier than I remember it being. I mean, yes, I'm also using like an extremely broken weapon, like a really fucking overpowered weapon, but like that aside, the game has been a lot easier than I remember it being, just probably because I've been so conditioned by these games getting progressively harder over the years. ONS was a trip. Like, if you go back and like look at my VOD channel on YouTube, the one that I fight ONS in, which I believe is the Black Iron Tarkus VOD, I fight that fight a few times because they kept redeeming the I have to kill myself redeem over and over. But when I'm doing the fight, it's funny because I don't remember them being so passive. Like, you can spend a lot of time just like standing next to them and kind of just like waiting for them to swing, and like occasionally they just like won't, and you can sort of just casually like walk around that room and it's not particularly dangerous. Manus and Artorias was such a shock to me comparatively in terms of like how aggressive a lot of these boss fights have been. It's really interesting to see kind of how the series has progressed like that. I have 250 hours in Dark Souls 3, it's easily my most played one. And then Elden Ring, I mean, Elden Ring I have a bunch of console hours, so I can't really say, but on PC it's 230, and there's probably another like 250 on console. Oh, for sure, and the only reasons I won was I got one or both trapped between the pillar and the balcony, but they patched it out. That's funny. I don't think I've ever seen that cheese before. Artorias was surprisingly spooky. Artorias had certain like sequences that I'm like, damn, you just like have to hold all this. Like it's really hard to actually get time to heal. But yeah, I think I am gonna raid out soon. Tomorrow I have a Frog Squad collab with some friends. That's gonna be earlier. It's gonna be 6 p.m. Pacific instead of my usual 8 p.m. start, so 2 hours early. I'll probably tweet or something to remind people. And then because I won't get to talk about my following schedule, next week I still would like to fit a World of Horror stream. I rescheduled it this week because I was just feeling weird that day. And my voice was feeling weird, and I didn't want to push it by doing a long-ass stream of me just narrating stuff. Once Smoke broke, he clipped into and got stuck in his walk-in. That's funny. So we'll probably do World of Horror, I'll finish Dark Souls, and then I'll do something one-off. And then I guess the week after, I'll probably look into starting a new long project. Maybe that's Legacy of Kain, maybe that's something else. I also have a few, like, Metroidvanias that I like, that I wanted to finish doing on stream, so I would do, like, fresh playthroughs for those, so, like, that's Axiom Verge, The Last Faith. I'm just not sure if people would be interested in seeing me do a Metroidvania. I have Blasphemous as well, both of those. I played the first one, not the second. It's like I said before, I'm trying to kind of figure out what's good TV. And the problem with Metroidvanias is, FNAF? You know, I don't know. Never played any of them, never been a jump scare horror guy. That seems like something I would do as like a special occasion thing. I think that might be saved for a special occasion of like, you know, I might have that be a reward for something. It's not typically my vibe, but I could see the appeal in people wanting to see me afraid. It's pretty fair. Follower milestone? Yeah, something like that, exactly. Oops. I'm trying to copy your Twitch name. Oh my god! What is this fucking UI? I think we're gonna give Adjorici a raid, because they were pretty cool last time. But, we raid now to, Adner, who is somebody that I've raided into before briefly. And, I have no idea what they're playing. Something Lovecraft. This is Omen of Cthulhu. Let me cue that up. Let me just get y'all a raid message. And yeah, be nice on my behalf. Be nice on my behalf, and as for everybody that stopped by and decided to hang out, appreciate y'all, and take care of yourselves. Have a good night.